Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of my new series, Back Alley Knife Fights, the series where I play fighting games and do bad at them, and maybe, just maybe, uh, somewhere down the line, I don't know, 5 years from now, I'll do a little bit of improving. Yeah, I've been playing fighting games, I want to say, regularly for 8 years now, on and off, from a weird middle line between casual and competitive in that like I do attempt to like practice and like maybe do well online, but like I don't go to tournaments or anything like that. The closest local scene stuff to me is like hours away, and I don't really have much interest to even going to that, even if I was a little closer. I am like the definition of like online player, all up in that ranked mode and just really playing that way. And I don't really have much interest in tournaments other than watching them because I think they're neat. So yeah, I'm kind of in that like mid-level of like taking this serious, I guess. But yeah, fighting games are a thing that I do like a lot, even though I am atrocious at them, and I always have wanted to get better and like sit down and like properly learn how to fucking play these things. They don't really fit well into my life, I've found over the years. I mean, they did when I was in high school and when I was in college for a time, but like, the more responsibilities I've developed over the years and stuff, like, yeah, it's kind of hard to slot them in more. Um, yeah, and like honestly, it has been a little bit more than 8 years because the real story of me getting into fighting games was I would play fighting games casually here and there every now and again, but never anything too serious, just like arcade modes and sometimes playing them with friends or whatever. And then there was like a summer in high school where me and my friends got like really into like Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo, just because my friend had bought a Super Nintendo and he was like, yeah, let's just play Street Fighter 2 because that's the game. And then we started to look up online, like, okay, wait, no, like there's like a actual competitive layer to this that like we just kind of never knew existed. And then what really got me into fighting games was a little bit after that. I believe it was actually the only Evo that had Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Vanilla, not the Ultimate version that we are playing here. Sorry, I should probably introduce the game. um, this is my favorite fighting game of all time, by the way, which is why we're starting here with the series. May not be the best fighting game of all time, but it's my favorite. So, yeah, and there was a forum I was on at the time where someone posted a thread like, "Hey, there's this massive fighting game tournament that's like one of the most popular in the world called Evo, and there's like a 10-year-old who's like cleaning house in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 right now." And I was like, "Okay, I gotta see this." And Noah, who I believe is still involved with the community and he's still playing stuff to this day or whatever, was just like kicking ass in the tournament. And like I just remember um, when I got into the stream, he had just finished a match, and I was like, "Oh God, well I guess I'll just wait and watch these matches while I wait to see this kid kicking these like adults' ass in this game or whatever." Because I was very morbidly curious to see these adults who have like spent so much time training and shit getting their ass kicked by like some 10-year-old. Um, and I just kind of fell in love with what I saw, and I was like, "Oh shit, like this is actually really fucking cool. I want to get into this." So I ended up buying Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and ever since then I've had an appreciation for these types of games. And like I said, I'll spend some time in training mode and some time online, but I always fall off after a few months or so of play. I did have a series on my channel where I did kind of chronicle me going through ranked matches in Dragon Ball Fighters and kind of using that as a like kind of encouraging thing to get me playing regularly so I can make video content for it, and also to get better and try to reflect on the recordings that I had made and see where I could improve. And I kind of ended that just because I wasn't playing DBFZ at that time as much anymore. And I kind of figured, like, hey, why don't I just make a general fighting game thing and maybe try to use this as a kick in the rear end to see if maybe I can slot a little bit more, like, cut out more time in my life to play these games and actually try to fucking improve. So I really don't know what the fuck the series is gonna be. I think it's going to be a lot of like recordings of like matches, like just against random people, like these recordings are in this video. Might be like live streams and stuff where like I'm talking with friends and we're shooting the shit and just kind of playing in a lobby. There might just be some episodes, and honestly, I probably should at some point once I know a little bit more about what I should be training and doing and stuff. I might just do some like straight up like training mode style videos where I'm just figuring shit out and recording myself figuring shit out. So yeah, like some videos may be like this one where it's post commentary. Some of them may be like me trying to commentate while playing, which honestly is often a bad idea. I got the start of the spiral sword loop there with Virgil, and then he ended up dying. But I was like, oh damn, the one time that the connection is good enough in this game to show off, I can't even get a full sword loop in. So oh well. Yeah, all of those matches were with that same person. If you didn't notice, I just found him in a player match, and we had a good set of matches. But yeah, like the online for this game is pretty dead. Like you'll run into the same people in like any given time when you're playing, just because like there's only so many people looking for a match at once, and a lot of the people that are playing are fucking killers. I had another night where I tried recording matches, and I wasn't really like happy with like. It was just really clumsy, and it was because I was playing Dante on point instead of Captain America, and like I never truly learned how to play Dante all that well outside of training mode, like how to get in and kind of what to do in a real match. And it just, like, I wasn't happy with the footage. Not that I'm against showing footage of my ass getting kicked in these online matches, because oh boy, was my ass getting kicked. And yeah, I probably should have thrown one of these in here, but whatever. I don't know. I was just like, this isn't even really my main team. Like, I use Dante, like, but I'm way better with, like, Captain America. And actually, my first team when I picked up this game was actually Nova, Virgil, Akuma. Actually, I think even before that, there was a time where I played Wolverine. I've experimented with a lot of point characters in this game, but Captain America is very, very simple and also very easy to play in poor connection, which is like every match you play in this game. Especially nowadays, because, like, hey, you're getting matched with people from all over the world because there's just so little in the pool of players to choose from that you're probably not going to find too many that are specifically in your same region. So yeah, we got the Dark Phoenix problem over here, but because the person used a super to kill my previous character, we were able to kill Phoenix without Dark Phoenix emerging. For those of you unfamiliar with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I have not done a good job of explaining it, but Phoenix is actually one of the best characters in the game because she has a gimmick where if she dies and you have 5 bars of super meter, she becomes Dark Phoenix, who is absurdly powerful, super broken, but you kind of are playing on a time limit then, and to make up for it, Phoenix, I think, actually has the lowest health in the game, so it's very easy to kill her in, like, a combo. Everyone in this game can die in a combo, you just need to have enough bar for it, so... and actually not even that, because there are some infinites in this game, and whatnot. This game is super broken, it's absurd, and I love it for it. Like, I'm so happy that I started with this one, because, like, there was a time where, you would go online and you'd see people talking about Marvel as, like, okay, I just cannot even play this even at a low level because I'm getting hit by shit and I can't even comprehend what's going on. And I got, invested in this game early enough that even if I don't know how to always react to things that I'm, like, I come up against, I'm familiar enough with the meta of this game that I at least understand what I'm being hit by and kind of the logic behind it. Which I think, is kind of half the battle. It's just, my actual play is bad. As you can see, my blocking is not particularly great. That is a recurring theme you will notice across all fighting games I play. I have a habit of nervously mashing normals. I need to get over that too. There's a lot that I need to, there's a lot of times where I'll just throw out stuff just to see if it works and, experiment, mid-match when I probably should not be doing that, but, I don't know, that's, a weird thing in my brain I need to stop doing. Yeah. So what I was trying to do here, actually, was I was trying to just time out the match so that I would win by time over. which is a strategy you can do when you know that Dark Phoenix is coming. And then that didn't happen, or rather, Captain America died, and I figured, you know what, that's not going to work. Why don't I just try to X Factor Virgil, who is one of the easiest and most effective and broken characters to ever play in a fighting game ever. That was supposed to be a beam super, accidentally got nervous and did a double quarter circle forward, which gave me Shoryuken, which means Akuma died. Very unfortunate. But yeah, the joke I always told my friends back in the day is to play Virgil in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you just need to roll your face all over the controller and win, kind of like what happened there. But yeah, this is the first episode of Back Alley Knife Fights, and who knows what game we'll play next. I'm Razin, and hope you have a good night. It's been good.